So unfortunately, this year's summer is over and winter is fast approaching. And with these cold days starting to set in, there's some important things that we need to do in our garden to prepare ourselves for the winter. And I'm going to show you what I do to prepare for winter, so when the cold seasons are here and I haven't got to worry about it too much. So the first part is weeding. Now, weeding is quite annoying because it's probably one of the longest parts of doing any gardening project. And the annoying thing is no matter how many times you de-weed your garden, the weeds always seem to come back. But the reason why it takes so long to do all the weeding in your garden is because it's not only the patio that you need to de-weed. You also want to go through any pots that you can that have got any weeds growing in there. Also any growing beds that you've got with any weeds in it. Or if you've got sections of the garden that actually shouldn't have any sort of wildlife growing in it. How you want to tackle weeds is up to you. You can use sprays, you can use boiling hot water. What I tend to do is either try and pull out by hand, like so, or if it's awkward to get out by hand, I use this tool here. I don't know what the name of this tool is, but it's really handy because you're able to get right in there and able to dig out most of the weeds. So now I'm going to go around most of my garden and try and get out as most of the weeds as I can. So that is all the weeding done. Now the reason why we do weed it now is come the cold seasons, weeds will grow a lot slower. So it'll be less likely that you're actually going to be doing any weeding when it gets cold. So the second step is putting stuff away. So as you're doing the garden, you might have already been thinking to yourself about stuff that's out in the garden that doesn't need to be there anymore, which is usually like barbecues, deck chairs, table and chairs, and it's better off putting them away now because they're not only going to get damaged during the winter and you're not going to use them. So the next step is literally putting stuff away because you know you're not going to use them until next year. So next is putting grass seed down. Now, why it's so important to put grass seed down this time of year is because this is probably going to be the last time this year you'll be able to put it down. As it's going to get too cold to apply grass seed later on in the year, as all the frosts and winter kicks in. So that's why it's important to put grass seed down now, to help with the areas where you do require grass seeds, or if you've got a really patchy garden. So a cool little trick on how to put grass seed down a lazy way is to fill up a bucket with soil, then apply the seeds, add a little bit of water, and when you mix it all together, it will already have soil with the seeds in it. So when you apply it to the ground, you haven't really got to do much else. So that is something I recommend you doing before winter, is sorting out your grass. As a grower, one of the sad things is that plants will end up dying at some point, and sometimes you just can't help it. But it's not just the stuff that's in the ground, also stuff in plant pots too. Like this bit of ivy here hasn't really grown very well, and this little apple tree unfortunately got beaten by the white fungus and it is no longer growing anymore. So now we're going to go around to collect all the plants that haven't done very well this year or have died, and we're going to get rid of them, so next year we've got some room to plant some more. Right, so the last job is pruning. Now that we've got the garden all nice and clean and organised, the last thing I do is go through all my trees and bushes and prune off the ones that need to be pruned. It is very important to prune any plants that you suspect are dying or got any dying branches or anything that can cause any problems in the future, but it's also important to look up which plants you're pruning if you're trying to cut them back down to size.
As for an example, it would be too late to prune back this lavender, because lavender should really be pruned in late summer, not in autumn. So it is important to look at the plants that you've got in your garden, if they're able to be pruned in autumn or not, and if they are, get pruning. As for next year, these will then potentially grow a lot better now that they've been pruned.
Right, so I got a little bonus thing as well that we do in the garden, especially because we've got little dogs, and if you've also got dogs you might have this problem as well. They love to bring their teddies outside. Don't know why, but they love bringing them outside for them to get wet and dirty. While we're out cleaning the garden, it's going to be beneficial for us to clean the dog toys as well. So that is all the stuff that I do in my garden to help prepare myself for the winter. So I hope these ideas have helped you and let's give you inspiration on doing stuff into your garden. Now some of them do take a little bit of time, but they make a garden look so much better. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you do like these type of videos then leave a comment in the section below on if you do like it or what would you like to see next. But also if you're looking for other stuff as well, please check out my channel because I have done other videos on other stuff relating to the garden. So yeah, this has been Josh and I'll see you next time.